Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In this episode, let us finally go up to Death Mountain, and we've been seeing that how there's this red ominous cloud that's been going over, which means shit must be going down over in Death Mountain, so we're finally going to be doing something about that. Before we go on though, I'm here in the bazaar, and so yeah, you know, the bazaar. I don't know why that came across my mind. I actually went over there just to get some more arrows. I mean, I probably could have just chopped down some grass instead of having to waste my rupees, but I don't know. I was a little impatient, so I figured I'd just go and buy those arrows anyway. And then we have the potion shop that's just across from there, and so this is actually where you can fill up your bottles with potions. We have the red potion, which fills up your hearts, and we have the green potion that refills your magic meter. And I actually want to get at least one or one of each for those because I think there's going to be those instances where we're probably going to be needing those, especially for the later dungeons. Because at the moment, well, at least with our current events, but I know that we got like this amount of hearts, but you know, it's probably best to just get those just in case. And yeah, those are actually the same exact kind of shops, you know, from the castle town, because back as Child Link, the one where the bazaar is now, it's actually just some kind of house where apparently this boy that you saw over in the Kakariko graveyard is, and we could never really enter there because, well, I guess the mother just kind of locks us out for some reason, which I never understood why. And then the other house across from there is very vacant, like there was just absolutely nothing there. But now, come back to Kakariko Village 7 years later as an adult, then they become the bazaar and the potion shop, respectively. Since they moved there from the castle town, and so this is actually where you get to buy some goodies over in that place. All right, so we're back over in the Death Mountain Trail, and as you can see, I'm back in the Dodongo's Cavern, and you're probably wondering, why am I back in the Dodongo's Cavern as Adult Link? I mean, are we done with this dungeon already? Is there any other reason to go back there? Well, actually, that's because there's just one more thing that we could never really access as a Child Link with the arsenal that he had, but there's actually something that we could do that is only accessible for Adult Link. And yes, it's very strange that, you know, the Dodongo's Cavern of all places can be revisited, because let me know that that the Dodongo's Cavern is actually the only child dungeon that you get to revisit as Adult Link. And it's actually still the exact same regardless. Like, you know, nothing about the Dodongo's Cavern has changed in 7 years at all. And like even when you go back over there, like you'll still encounter the baby Dodongos, and you can see right here. Yeah, see. So yeah, nothing's really changed in this dungeon at all, even after coming back 7 years later. But yeah, because yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, I'm kind of like hesitating in my tones here. But anyway, the reason why I'm coming back over here is because we had the Scarecrow song, and yeah, I kind of messed up my notes there because the way I just use like all the 7, 8 buttons, just the down C button, just for shits and giggles. But because of that, I guess kind of as a consequence for that, then I kind of couldn't really tell how many times I mashed the A button just to get that one song, just to get that one note. It just sounds so complex as it is, but. Yeah, come back over here, and if you get to this one alcove where Navi will turn turn green, like she'll just turn to the Incredible Hulk. What happens is that whenever she does that, then you can you play the Scarecrow song, and then you can actually use the hook shot to get to that alcove. So so that was actually that's how you know, we can only get there as Adult Link because you can get up there with the hook shot, because otherwise as Child Link we can't even get up there. So that's only exclusive to that. But yeah, it's very strange how we can come back to Dodongo's Cavern as adult. And like I said, it's the only child dungeon that we can actually revisit as Adult Link, because the Deku Tree is blocked off somehow. I mean, he must have closed his mouth, despite the fact that he's already dead. I don't even know how that's possible. But either way, can't even access that. And as for Jabu Jabu's belly, Jabu Jabu has actually disappeared somewhere. Well, spoilers, because we haven't even gotten to that just yet, though. But yeah, he's actually disappeared, so we can't really access that right now. But yeah, that just leaves the Dodongo's Cavern to be the only dungeon that's still accessible as Adult Link that we can actually visit. And yeah, like I said, nothing's really changed in there. It's all the same regardless. But it's just that there's that one gold Skulltula that we need to reach, but we couldn't reach otherwise. So that's why we need the we need to come back here as Adult Link, just play the Scarecrow song and grab that Gold Skulltula. Alright, and so here we are back in Goron City, and as you can see, nobody's here. Yeah, Goron City is practically empty, except for one rolling Goron that's around here. Yeah, you can see just right down below us. First thing we're gonna do though, there's another gold Skulltula. Now, I actually thought that we were supposed to come back over here when it's supposed to be nighttime because all the other guys I looked at said that we can only it's only accessible if it's nighttime. But then somehow someone's telling me that the gold Skulltula somehow are even like because we're in here during the during broad daylight, and so I want to check over here. It turns out that gold Skulltula is still there, so you can actually you can still find that gold Skulltula like no matter what time of day it is. So yeah, the guides kind of what kind of mislead you into believing it's supposed to be nighttime, but no, it's actually still daytime, and we got that gold Skulltula anyway. So that's actually convenient, I would say. So so don't listen to those guides though if it's misleading you. You can still find it like no matter what. I know I know it's like some kind of common thing with gold Skulltulas being exclusive to night. So they're not entirely wrong though, but still. All right, so what we got to do is that we have to stop this rolling Goron in its tracks, or in its tracks rather. No, I'm referring to it by using the bombs and. It's tedious because it takes some time. If only bomb arrows were a thing, but either way, we still got him now. How could you do this to me? You're Ganondorf's servant. Hear my name and tremble. I am Link, hero of the Gorons. Wait, what? Link? You stole my name? Well, why are you named Link? So yeah, there's another Goron who's also named Link. So, what? Your name is also Link? Yeah, sure, it is. Then you must be the legendary Dodongo Buster and Hero Link. My dad is Darunia. Do you remember him? Dad named me Link after you because you're so brave. It's a cool name. I really like it. Oh yeah, it's a real badass name too. Nice ring to it. Link, you're a hero to us Gorons. I'm so glad to meet you. Please, give me your autograph. Sign it. To my friend, Link of the Gorons. Oh yeah, sure. I was going to do that at the next convention, I would say. On my own panel. I guess it's not a good time to ask you for this. Please help everyone. My dad, Darunia, went to the fire temple. A dragon is inside. If we don't hurry up, even my dad will be eaten by the dragon. Also, how did Darunia have a son? I mean, they're all supposed to be males. Don't ask me how Gorons actually just get kids or something like that. Alright, and so now he's obsessed, so let's go talk about the dragon. A long time ago, there was an evil dragon named Volvagia living in this mountain. That dragon was very scary. He ate Gorons. Using a huge hammer, the hero of the Gorons, boom! Destroyed it just like that. This is a myth from long ago, but it's true. I know because my dad is a descendant of the hero. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Alright, so, what do you say we ask him about the Gorons? Everybody was taken to the fire temple. While my dad was out, Ganondorf's followers came and took them all away. All of them will be eaten by Volvagia. Dad said that Ganondorf has revived Volvagia. As a warning to those who might oppose him, Ganondorf is going to feed them all to Volvagia. Dad went to the fire temple all by himself to try to save everyone. Please help, Link. I'll give you this heat-resistant tunic. Alright, and so with that, we have the Goron tunic. This heat-resistant tunic is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Going to a hot place? No worry. Yeah, because we actually saw the Goron tunic over in the Goron shop, but we can never buy that one because it doesn't fit channeling. But now we have the Goron tunic ourselves, and so we're able to wear it. So with that, we can actually be able to enter hot places that would normally take damage. So I guess it probably has a power, even though it's kind of the same, but just all red. So yeah, we can be able to get to the Death Mountain crater with no consequences. Now, he did say something about Volvagia, where like he was where he's supposed to be this ancient dragon. Now, interestingly enough, in the manga adaptation, yeah, this game actually does have a manga adaptation. They actually changed Volvagia's backstory, where apparently, well, spoilers to those of you who haven't read the manga, where apparently Volvagia was a pet dragon that Link got as a kid. But then 7 years later, Ganondorf managed to corrupt its mind, and so Link had to kill it, and then after that, it came back to its senses, and then he dies, and that's just so fucking heartbreaking. I gotta say, it's just tragic. But anyway, it is something that grows over time, a true friendship, a feeling in the heart that becomes even stronger over time. The passion of friendship will soon blossom into a righteous power, and through it, you'll know which way to go. This song is dedicated to the power of the heart. Listen to the Bolero of Fire. Alright, so yet another warp or Ocarina warp song that we'll be playing. This one I actually kind of like though because it sounds kind of like intimidating. I would say, kind of powerful at that. So let's go and play the song, and so we'll be able to warp over to the Death Mountain crater here. And so we have learned the Bolero of Fire. Link, I'll see you again. Okay, and you can just... oh, wait, why are you setting yourself on fire? That's risky. Okay, yeah, go and do this again. So yeah, now we have the you have the Bolero Fire to use as a warp song to get back over to Death Mountain Crater, and yeah, you can see we have the Goron tunic, and so there's no timer at all, so we can be able to get more access here. Now, before we go onwards, what I'm about to do here is that I'm actually going to play the oh yeah, sorry if I kind of messed up on notes. Like, I kind of recorded this like after I had I had just got my coffee and I had woken up, but then I kind of somehow forgot the notes, so that's why I kind of messed up there. So I had to play right. So I'm gonna warp back over to the Temple of Time, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm actually one thing I'm actually gonna go back over to Death Mountain Crater as a Shadow Link, and there are a couple reasons for that actually. And so I figured I'd just go ahead and show it off about like you know, since we have access to Child Link again. I'm gonna go ahead and show what it looks like when we do go back to that. So so what we gotta do is that we'll just place the Master Sword back into the pedestal. And so, therefore, we won't be able to use it because, well, you know, because of this age requirement for Link, then he couldn't wield the Master Sword, so... And because of that, then we'll just go all the way back to the past. And now we're a kid again. Somehow. I don't even know how, because, like, even after Link supposedly ages by 7 years into the future, but then by going back and, or just rewinding, then he goes back to being a kid somehow. Like, they just basically de-age him, or back to where he was, so... Like I said, I don't even know how that happens. I think I mean, like I said, my only guess is it might have been the power of the Sacred Realm or something, but, you know, I don't know. That's just what I think. What do you guys think? I mean, what could be another reason why Link de-ages whenever he goes back in time? I mean, you know, you guys take your guess. Alright, so the reason why I'm coming back here as Shadow Link is because, yeah, we see that there's a soil patch right here that I tried getting over to, but it turns out we actually needed that Ocarina song first, like much later, so we'll put some bugs in there, and then we'll grab that Gold Skulltula token. And then we have the couple of magic beans that's left, so we'll go and plant this seed right here. And then, come back here 7 years later, and then there we go. Now we have a platform of that, and so... There's actually one thing we need that we can only access with the beanstalk that's up there. There's a heart piece. So let's go and grab that right there. Just get it out of the way. And so there we have it. So yeah, that's just about it here. And actually, take a look at the map of the Death Mountain Crater. Don't ask me what that's supposed to be. But anyways, and so that should be it now. And so now our next up is over to the Fire Temple, and I'll go into call episode here. So. Next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time, we are going to enter the Fire Temple, our next Dual Dungeon, and see how we can save all the Gorons. So, see you guys then.